You're watching BCTV. We're all about Branford. You're watching BCTV, Branford Government Television, a service of Branford Community Television. This program is brought to you in part through the support of the town of Branford.
Absolutely nothing, just as I planned it. Not a blessed thing.
Okay. We'll call the special Board of Selectmen's meeting to order, November 28, 2018. I have a motion to go into executive session.
Motion to proceed to executive session.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll invite in Attorney Perito. Okay, can I get a motion to get back in regular session?
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are back in regular session. For the record, no votes were taken while in executive session. Can I get a motion to approve the proposed tax appeal settlement for 14 Spring Road and as well as 19 Spring Road?
Recommend approval.
Second.
Discussion, hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Need a motion to approve the proposed tax settlement for the open space subdivision off Gould Lane.
Make a motion we approve?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 2, to consider and if appropriate, approve a request from Otto Berger, lead tradesman, to waive the informality in the bids received and award the contract to Vogel Glass Company LLC in the amount of $36,025.
Good afternoon.
Otto?
I'm requesting you consider the waiver of the bidding requirement for the window replacement of the V&A building at the cost of $36,025 to Fogel Glass. Project went out to bid. We only had two numbers. Fogel Glass came in at cost, Massey Plate Glass came in at $47,000. And the discrepancy we had is the non-conclusion affidavit of bidder form. Fogel Glass forgot to put that in, and so here I am to say $10,000.
Okay.
So other than that, it meets the spec that you put up?
Pardon me?
Other than that, it met the spec,
Yeah.
the windows and stuff?
Yeah, the windows were spec'd out, certain windows, everybody had to meet it. It's just, he had the lowest price, but he forgot that, so.
Okay. Is there a motion to
I'll make a motion, we approve.
I'll second that.
second that? Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Item 3, to consider and if appropriate, approve a request from Dan Gregory, Superintendent Wastewater Treatment Plant, to waive the bid for the purchase of the installation of a new fire alarm system at the wastewater treatment plant and award the contract to Fire Protection Team in the amount of $41,933.
Hi, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Hey, Greg.
All right. Yeah, a little background on it. We had a new fire alarm panel put back in 2015 at a cost of $12,000 and change, and that came out of my R&M budget. They made it work with the old Simplex system that was in there. There was $150,000 put aside in the capital plan budget that was originated in 13-14. So I started getting numerous alarms, false alarms that were becoming a pain in the butt. So I had the company come out and look at it. One of the old Simplex systems, something failed bad in it, so they have to upgrade it. So I had gotten prices on the rest of the building, and that total package together is $41,933, and that's the company that put in the master panel. They'll all connect. I think it'll work out well, and it should stop the nuisance alarms. And by doing it this way, I'm saving $96,000 out of the original appropriation of $150,000 that was in the capital plan. And there's money set aside for it already.
Okay.
Have they submitted plans for it, Dan?
I've gotten estimates, but,
But the actual, like where everything's going to go and stuff?
yeah,
that still
they're
has
just
to-
replacing what was there, changing out the heads, putting in the new heads.
Gotcha, okay.
Because the Simplex system, they put in boxes so that it would talk to the new system.
Yep.
And that's what I'm having a problem with. One of the in the pump room, we found a fire head that wasn't even hooked up.
Really?
From day one.
Okay.
Right? So they want to go in and replace all the heads, put all the stuff in there so that I can get rid of the trouble faults and the ground faults that are in there.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
I have a question. From where I came from, south, set up like this would have to be tested 6 months, 5 months, 4 months for the condition of the system, how it's receiving and transmitting alarms. And my other part of the question is, how many people know how this system works that are under your scrutiny?
In my treatment plant
Yeah.
and my personnel, there's a few of them that know how to silence it, but it comes in often enough to where not everybody knows. Mostly the people in the administration can reset it when it comes in, but I do have a graphic on the panel that shows which zone goes to where, how to reset it. So when the fire department comes, I also have a panel on the outside. The system, I get it inspected, we have a couple of systems there. We have the sprinkler system that gets inspected quarterly, and it's the same business, the FPT, that comes in and checks it. And I have the alarm system checked out at least once a year. So, and you could tell when it goes off, you could hear it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Because, like I say, in previous, they would examine these different specific places, and if they found something, you would be subpoenaed or given a big, big summons. And we try to avoid that.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, when he came out to look at the problem we were having, I called the
Right.
technician, and that's when he found the bad head that wasn't even hooked up.
Right.
And he says, well, we can fix that and get it working again, but you're gonna be spending, you should do that whole building. So since I had priced out every building to get swapped over years back, when I did the first panel, I said, well, yeah, it's time, let's get it all together. And since the money, that was part of the capital plan anyway, want to get it out of the way so we can have a safe system.
So this would be basically a new system throughout the entire plant?
Yes,
All right, so
yeah, it'll
you did the
replace,
panel 2 years ago or a couple of years ago?
yeah, 2015, 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. And
Yeah.
then now the rest of the
Yeah, everything will be up
infrastructure
to
is
date
gonna be on
and
there.
connect and talk to each other.
And then this company for now will provide all the testing and.
Yes, and they also
for
do the
this and this
monitoring
for-
as
yeah,
well.
the monitor, okay. All right, All right, actually, Joe, you want to second that?
I'll second.
All right, any further discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thanks, gentlemen.
See you later.
Thanks, Dan.
Item 4, to consider and appropriate approve a request from Gary Zelinski, Supervisor, Department of Public Works, to waive the bid for the purchase of straight salt and award the contract to Morton Salt. Gary?
Good evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm requesting a bid to be waived for the purchase of straight salt from Morton Salt. State of Connecticut currently bids straight salt, the state bid rate, $62.50 per ton delivered. We were able to match that price from Morton Salt. We're requesting to keep the vendor Morton Salt and secure salt with them for this fiscal year 2019. They've been a town vendor since 2007, and we've established a relationship with them. They can deliver salt to the town within 4 hours of our call. And they, they meet the department's needs in business hours to work with us.
So, previously, I think the town code allowed us, if a company matched state bid, we could go off state bid or at least match it. Although they're matching the number, the way the ordinance has been changed, we still have to go through the formality of waiving the bid because
Is
they're
that
not.
right, the ordinance has been changed?
Yeah. So, get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion we approve.
Second.
Second.
All right, any further discussion, questions? All right, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Item
Gary.
5, reappointments, Board of Finance, Jeff Follett, term to expire July 31st, 2021.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Board of Recreation, Helen Herget, term to expire October 9th, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Conservation and Environmental Commission, Karen Hannon and Carol Kaminsky, terms to expire July 31st, 2022.
Recommend approval.
Second.
All right, discussion, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Daniel Cosgrove Animal Shelter, Eunice LaSalla and Melody Lane O'Connor, terms to expire September 30th, 2022.
Recommend approval.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Planning and Zoning Commission, Joseph Chadwick, term to expire October 31st, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second on.
Discussion, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Solid Waste Management Commission, Joseph Rollo and Robin Lasky, term to expire September 30th, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Veteran Parade Committee, Vincent Giordano, William T. O'Brien, Ray Ingraham, Dennis Flanagan, Dana Strickland, Ayla Hastings, Juris Patriarch, Philip Zelinski, and Richard Dunn, terms to expire September 30th, 2023.
Motion to approve, and good job at the last
Yeah,
parade.
great job. Second?
Second.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Willoughby Wallace Memorial Library, John Nelson, term to expire December 31st, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Motion to second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Zoning Board of Appeals, Brad Carrera as a full member, term to expire October 31st, 2022.
Recommend approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Peter Burdon as a full member, term to expire October 31st, 2022.
Motion to
Recommend
approve.
approval.
Second.
All right, move to second, and all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Donald Childer as an alternate, term to expire October 31st, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion here, now all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anthony Becky as an alternate, term to expire October 31st, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, item 6, appointments, Conservation Environmental Commission, Adrian Bonenberger to fill a vacancy, term to expire July 31st, 2020.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Housing Authority, Dave Diamillo as a tenant commissioner to fill a vacancy left by Christine Bono.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Discussion, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Shellfish Commission, Robert Lilquist to fill a vacancy left by Richard Stoker, term to expire August 31st, 2022.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item 7, to consider and if appropriate, approve the following resolution. Resolved that the policies of the town of Branford comply with the non-discrimination agreements and warranties of Connecticut General Statutes, Section 4A, 60A1, and 4A, 60A, subsection A1, as amended.
Because of the change with the statute, is that what that is?
Must have been a change, yeah.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 8, to consider and approve, and if appropriate, approve the following resolution. Resolved that the town of Branford may enter into with and deliver to the State of Connecticut Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection, Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, any and all documents which it deems it to be necessary or appropriate, and further resolve that James B. Cosgrove, First Selectman of the Town of Branford, is authorized and directed to execute and deliver any and all documents on behalf of the Town of Branford, and to do and perform all acts and things which he deems to be necessary or appropriate to carry out the terms of such documents, including but not limited to executing and delivering all agreements and documents contemplated by such documents. All right.
You want to say that again?
Motion to approve.
Second that?
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thanks. Item 9, green use, to consider and if appropriate, approve a request from Shabbat Lubavitch of the Shoreline for the use of the town green from November 28th to December 12th, 2018, for the placement of a menorah.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
To consider and if appropriate, approve a request from the Branford Parks and Recreation Department for the use of the town green on Saturday, January 4th, 2019. Rain date would be January 5th, 2019, to hold a Branford First Night beginning at 6 p.m.
Motion to approve.
All
Second?
right. This will be the kickoff to Branford's 375th year-long celebration. We're going to have an event on the green, I think starting at 6 o'clock for probably a couple hours. I think there's going to be some music and some other activities. Some information will be going out. So all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Item 10, to consider and if appropriate, approve the 2019 Board of Selectmen's meeting schedule. The schedule is in the packet. It is the first and third Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. here at the firehouse. And motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second that?
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 11, under correspondence, the draft plan of conservation and development. I do have a draft plan here. It is also available for anyone to see, the public as well, on the town website. I believe January, the planning and zoning will be January 17th, thanks Trista, will be accepting the final draft, and that'll be submitted to the state. So, item 12, and motion to adjourn.
I'll approve that. I
Second.
recommend approval.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I have one question.
This program was brought to you in part through the support of the Town of Branford. Watch town meetings and other videos on demand at BranfordTV.org.